And Chronic's on, so jump in, Chronic. But we're talking about Louisville right now, and that's what blows me away. It's not one person. It's not one group. It's completely different sets of people, presidents, ads, coaches, and professors. They have had two different professors back years ago that siphoned off millions of grant money there. I mean, it is a cesspool of cesspool. But it blows my mind. Chronic, how you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing well. I had a little connection issue there to start. I assume we're talking about Louisville here, right?
Yeah, Dino Gaudio.
Oh my goodness. I mean, is this not the gift that just keeps on giving? It never ends with the Cardinals. And I mean, you were mentioning how it transcends staffs, administrations, and everything else. I mean, there comes a point where when something just stinks this long, just this massively, it really has become the poster child for just the ineptitude of the NCAA and everything it's supposed to represent. Because Louisville just they don't get it, or maybe they get it too well. Because obviously, nothing that they have done has merited them or any type of repercussions that would maybe discourage similar future conduct. The thing with the most recent situation, the extortion is basically a coach who was being let go. Who was like, that's fine, but I want something like almost a year and a half, or I think 17 months worth of salary in order not to tell about all the violations you've been committing. I have yet to see any statement or even any inference from Louisville denying the allegations that there would be
Yeah,
something to hide or that would get them in potential trouble if they didn't pony up. The problem is, it's legally it's extortion. But again, it's incomprehensible how just corrupt the program has been, continues to be, with no remorse whatsoever. I mean, this is the second time that you've had an extortion attempt involving a Louisville coach. Um, where the facts aren't disputed, where there's just some really, really untoward conduct going on. It's the manner in which the parties are choosing to try to resolve the situation where the illegality occurs. And yet, central to all of it is Louisville is just running an absolute cesspool of a program, and continues to this day. And I'm sure we'll see them in the top 20 here next season.
Well, where's the
there.
leadership? That's what I want to know is where is like the university president? Where is the athletic director? I mean, are they just like asleep at the switch or see no evil, hear no evil thing? Like when
We got
you've
a
been
brand new
cracked,
president.
when you've been cracked the first time with stuff like this, it's like and you're an athletic director, you should be watching over your program like a hawk, and yet it doesn't seem like there's really any leadership going on down there.
I think the expression that fits here is a fish rots from its head. That's to understand what's happening at Louisville. You have to really understand Louisville itself, the school, the city, the psyche. Perpetually Kentucky's little brother when it comes to basketball, and it's one of the big major cities in the country that doesn't have pro sports teams, and they very much have a complex about that. So they divert all those resources that they would otherwise be focusing on professional team, and the Cardinals have assumed that throne. And they want to run it like a pro team, obviously. I mean, they want to pay everybody. They want to, they want to get the best product that the market can buy, and put it on in their shiny little stadium there on the riverside. Unfortunately, it's completely detached from everything the NCAA is supposed to be about, and yet it just doesn't matter because it's Louisville. And like it or not, they have actually managed to go. When you look at conference realignment over the decades, Louisville found a way to make it from CUSA to the big leagues, and they found a way to make their brand, something that maybe not on par with Kentucky, but pretty close. And so kudos to them because obviously, as they have made all the Faustian deals on their way up to the big leagues, there's never been any reason for them to believe what they're doing isn't sustainable because the NCAA has continued to turn a blind eye or treat them with kid gloves in spite of their defiance. that's just the type of program they run, and they continue to. And it's not just one coach, it's not just one staff, it's not just one president. That's what the school is about. That's what the institution believes. And, I don't know how you can prove otherwise, because their conduct spells out they're going to do whatever it takes to put winning teams together and compete at the highest level. And there's no rule that's going to constrain them otherwise.